What's going on, guys? This is Danny Dovmac 123456789, and I am back again. This is vlog number 3, if you're keeping up. And today we've got more nerd news and sports. I'm going to do both today, mainly with nerd news. I'm going to talk mainly about Captain America Civil War. We are less than 2 weeks away from the release of Captain America Civil War, and the barrier for releasing news is lifted, so there's been some reviews for the film already, so that's big. I'll talk about that. Sports news, there's very small stuff that I can talk about, mainly just, updates on what's going on, if you care. And then I have a very special announcement at the end of this video that, that I was pretty excited about during last week. So I'll put that up for you guys. So this is vlog number 3, and let's get started. Okay, so Captain America Civil War is the 3rd numbered title in the Captain America series, all involved in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that started with Disney. So this movie is huge. So, if you haven't known already, this movie is about Captain America and Iron Man dividing the Avengers into 2 different teams because there's a new government sort of bill that is out that wants to register all the superheroes and give up their secret identities and just kind of like have them registered because they're a threat. So, the 2 teams divide. Tony Stark, or Iron Man, thinks that it is a good idea to separate the heroes and have them registered. Why are there Chinese subtitles on this video? It doesn't matter. And Steve Rogers, or Captain America, believe that the superheroes should remain secret and should just keep doing their jobs. So they disagree on that, and that is where the Civil War begins. That's where it separates. You have these 2 heroes, and then all the other heroes who separate to either team, and they begin to fight against each other. It is one of the best-selling comic series of all time, and it could be considered one of the best storylines of all time when it comes to comics, is Civil War. So this is very exciting to see. But the barrier was lifted for news to come out, and there are several reviews, and I'll talk about that right now. They said this movie is the best Marvel movie to date, and that is incredible because personally my favorite Marvel movie to date was Captain America Winter Soldier, which was the last numbered Captain America title. I think the directors are the Russo brothers, and they have done an incredible job at making the superheroes feel human and giving them a real world to deal with. And that is like the main point in the Captain America films is Captain America dealing with the real world. And now to involve Tony Stark and many other heroes in it is incredible. And I heard they've done that so beautifully and so masterfully. I heard this movie is just incredible, and that makes me so excited because the addition of Black Panther as a hero in the movie, as well as Spider-Man, who is my guy, and then to have so many heroes in one movie and have it be incredible, is great to hear. I hear that you want to root for both sides. Like, you go into the film thinking you're either Team Cap or Team Iron Man, but I heard, like, several times throughout the film, like, you see both sides, and you're just like, oh my goodness, who do I pick? But it's a good thing to go in neutral. They're saying go in neutral, just kind of figure it out for yourself at the end of the movie. But I'm so happy to hear that this movie is great. The Russo brothers have done a great job with the Marvel series and what they've been able to do with Captain America, and to involve other heroes in this film is great, and I'm excited to see it. But now, I'd like to talk about Spider-Man's involvement in the film. Several reviews have been saying that Spider-Man is the best on-screen Spider-Man that we've had. to date. That's better than Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. And so that's awesome. That's really awesome to hear. Spider-Man only has about 20 minutes of screen time in the movie in total, but to see a brand new Spider-Man after getting a new Spider-Man reboot within the last 5 years, and to hear that he is the best from several movie reviewers, but also Robert Downey Jr. himself said how good Tom Holland is as Spider-Man. So that's very exciting to hear how great Spider-Man is in the film. It gets me so much more excited to see it because Spider-Man's my guy. Like Spider-Man is such a great hero, and to see him done right after, well, Tobey Maguire did it right, but Spider-Man 3 was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Yeah. But to see Spider-Man done right again is going to be great. But Spider-Man's involvement in this whole movie is just a small piece of what makes it great. So I've heard. The political aspect of the film is great. I heard just, like I said, making Captain America feel like a human. To see these great heroes that we all know and love duke it out on the big screen. It's going to be great. I can't wait to see it. That's in 2 weeks. So get excited. Marvel is coming back with their best film to date. With this film, Captain America Civil War is in theaters May 6th. That's a Thursday. Well, it's a Friday, but I will be in the theater on Thursday night, definitely seeing it. And I recommend that you see it too, because Marvel's done a great job at introducing people that aren't superhero nerds to superheroes. And it's going to be a great movie, and I'm so excited to see it. So the next topic I'm going to talk about is a little bit of sports news. Okay, tiny sports segment. In the world of sports, what's going on is the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs are in, the midst of the first round, and things are getting very heated. The NBA playoffs, at the beginning, the awards of the season are kind of announced, some of them at least. So what we have so far is the NBA Defensive Player of the Year was named Kawhi Leonard of the San Antonio Spurs, who is the first non-center to win it more than once since Dennis Rodman won it in 90-91 or 89-90 when he was playing for Detroit. So that's huge for Kawhi Leonard. I'm a fan of his. I'm a fan of the game. So to see somebody play defense like he does is great. And in basketball terms, it's great. NBA playoffs are going well so far, so it's entertaining to watch. The second round will only get better. So I'm excited about that. And then the NHL playoffs, things are getting heated. My Chicago Blackhawks tied the series up against the St. Louis Blues last night at 3 games apiece. So that game 7 will be tomorrow. I'm very excited to see that go out. Anaheim Ducks took a series lead against Nashville Predators, so that's great. Eastern Conference hockey, I'm not paying attention all too well this season, but that's going on. So the playoffs are alive. If you're a sports fan, watch the NBA playoffs, watch the NHL playoffs. You'll be entertained. And I guess that's kind of it for sports news today. I would like to include some in every video so far. So, here's the Sports Minute, and here comes my special announcement after this. So, yeah, I'll let... Here, Danny, I'll send it over to you. Now, typically, I discuss nerd news and sports. But today, as part of my segments, I have huge news. Now, 3 years ago, I was one of the founding members of a movement to bring back something that had been taken away from me and away from people that deserve something great. And I'd just like to say, after 3 years of being a part of this movement and gaining so many members that the movement succeeded. And we got back what we wanted back. So, for this part of the segment, I am so happy to announce that Taco Bell has brought back the Beefy Crunch Burrito after 3 years. I'm a founding member, one of the founding members of the movement. Taco Bell listened to us, and they brought it back. So I'd like to say thank you, Taco Bell. Thank you, Beefy Crunch Movement. Because it's been 3 long years. Oh, how I've missed you. We did it! We did it! Ew. We did it! Okay, so that wraps it up for this week. What I'm playing, what I'm watching, I'm replaying Batman Arkham Knight to get my superhero fill. And I'm watching Game of Thrones Season 6 starts tonight. Watch it. Game of Thrones. So, Captain America Civil War in less than 2 weeks. I'll get more news for that. NBA and NHL Playoffs are awesome. Take that. Give that a look. And Beefy Crunch Burritos are back. But while you're eating a Beefy Crunch Burrito, please hit subscribe and like down low. Help me out, please. I love doing this. I'm going to do it every week, so please just help me out. Check out my other videos. Thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.